just like you would in a real bowling alley. But wait, there's more. The killing doesn't stop there, because I entered Papa Khan's house and got to work, ending all their lives. It took a lot longer than you'd think this sort of thing should, but confined spaces are where this weapon really shines. You're effectively God, but being God doesn't stop with the effects of the gun. It extends to the very weapon itself as well as your armor. Because you are not supposed to have this weapon or the armor, it does not degrade. You don't have to repair it or maintain it or anything. Back in the strip, I was told to infiltrate the Omerta crime family and destroy them from the inside out. All it took was a little bit of dirt, and I was able to use Pacino like my own personal hand puppet. The Omertas were up to something nefarious, some real f***ed up shit. I don't recall exactly what it was. Had something to do with boxes, I think. Maybe trying to disrupt the cardboard box industry. Who knows? What's important is that I put a stop to them. First, I stole their guns. Then I blew up their boxes. That pissed them off. They thought they were gonna bring me and my puppet down. But Caccino's tough. He don't die easy. I'm so indifferent towards death that I just sat on the couch and ate every bullet the box towards me. I'm not sure what happened to Caccino. I never found his body. Some people say he never even existed in the first place. But my job there was done, and only a couple hundred more people had to die before I declared my slaughter a success. As unfortunate as it is, democracy comes at a cost. Mr. House had to go. But there's a problem. See, I don't have the platinum chip, and I kinda sorta just took off the Caesar's Legion. Getting that chip back was not going to be easy. I could have easily reloaded a save to right before I became their most wanted target and waltzed into the fort like I was sent by God to be Caesar's new footstool. Nah, too easy. I took the long, aquatic path towards Cottonwood Cove. Didn't want to cause more of a scene than I had to. Unfortunately for me, the Legion lads are a good bit tougher than anything I've faced so far. I arrived at the fort with 1,485 bullets, and by the time I dealt with the guys at the front gate, just them, nobody else, it was like 7 guys, I was down to 1350. They were not a pushover. I mean, I pushed them over a lot, but they had spirit. They had backbone, except for when their backbone rolled out of their body as their limbs turned into limp spaghetti noodles. But you get what I'm trying to say. I ignored most of the others on my way to Caesar's tent. I f***ed with a few of them, but not too much. Now Caesar's tent, that was quite a place. Real awful, real terrible. Just a bad experience overall. Silver linings and whatnot, it's a confined space, which as I've said, is where the gun comes alive. You may not believe me when I say this, but these few Praetorian guards were quite possibly the hardest to kill creatures I've ever faced in a challenge. It took nearly 400 shots to kill them all. It took almost 10 minutes of constant shooting to end their lives, even after discovering that I could sit in a corner and blow them all away before they had a chance to get near me. Even when I was reloading, it still took so fucking long. And after it was all said and done, I couldn't remember where I'd gotten the platinum chip, whose body it came from, or when I got it. I went so far as to reload a save to make sure I didn't have it all along, which I didn't, so this wasn't a complete waste of time. After that unpleasantness, killing a wrinkled old man was like stealing candy from a corpse. Then came something super easy, destroying the Brotherhood of Steel. I could have killed them, maybe, if I hadn't exhausted myself laying waste to the Legion of humanity. I might. Instead, I didn't. I used the tool to open the door, bought some stim packs for the upcoming war, lifted the 3 key cards out of the pockets of those stupid enough to let me in, activated the failsafe, turned the key, ended them all, returned to the Hoover Dam, and readied myself to protect the president. Protecting people isn't really my thing. I remembered that there's a sniper guy up in one of the towers who had nothing good planned for the president. I just kinda loitered around for a bit, doing next to nothing, until I got this feeling deep inside that something bad was about to happen. It might have been my liver trying for help, but I assumed it wasn't. Executed the terrorist atop the tower, saved the president.